Gather round, young ones. Come close now. For today, this old man's words might just stir something deep within you. Something that could change your life, if you've the ears to hear and the heart to understand. I've walked this earth longer than most, seen empires rise and crumble, watched clever men fall and quiet ones conquer. And there's a secret I've learned, one the world's greatest masters, be they warriors, merchants, or whisperers of influence, have known since time began. It's a strange truth, one that twists the mind at first, but oh, how it shines when you see it clear. Pretend to be foolish, and you may deceive the world to victory. Now, don't mistake me. Foolishness ain't the same as weakness. No. It's a mask, a shadow you wear, a trick as old as the hills. The masters, they don't shout their brilliance from the rooftops. They don't strut like peacocks, feathers all aflutter. Instead, they lower their heads, stumble a little, let their words trip over themselves, while their eyes, sharp as a hawk's, watch everything. Why, you ask? Because the world is a greedy thing, my dears. It loves to pounce on the proud, to tear down the boastful. But a fool it ignores, laughs at, leaves alone until it's too late. Think on it. The fighter who shuffles into the ring, all awkward and slow, his shoulders slumped like he's half asleep, until his fist cracks like thunder and the proud champions sprawled on the ground. Or the traitor, mumbling and fumbling, letting folks think he's a simpleton, while he buys low, sells high, and walks away with gold spilling from his pockets. Even the quiet one in the crowd, the one folks overlook nodding along with a dim smile, yet every ear bends to his soft words in time. These are the masters, young ones, and their weapon is the same. They play the fool to win the game. You see, the world's a stage, and we're all players, as the poets say. But the cleverest players don't chase the spotlight. They let it pass them by. They know that to seem small is to grow large. To seem lost is to find the path. When you pretend to be foolish, you disarm the jealous. You dodge the arrows of envy, and you slip past the traps laid for the wise. The world underestimates you, and in that mistake, it hands you the keys to its kingdom. So, sit with me a while longer, my children. This old man's seen too many seasons not to share what matters. There's more to this tale, stories of those who've walked this road and won, lessons carved in blood and cunning. But for now, ponder this. What if the fool you laugh at tomorrow is the one who rules you the day after? And what if you, too, could wear that mask and deceive the world to greatness? Now, young ones, let's paint a picture in your minds. Close your eyes, if it helps, though I reckon you'll see it clear enough with them open. Imagine a martial arts master, a man of sinew and soul, standing in the dusty courtyard of some far-off village. His shoulders slump, his feet shuffle like he's forgotten where they belong. The young bucks circle him, all puffed up with muscle and pride, snickering at this clumsy old fool. "What's this?" they jeer. "This man's no threat. Look how he stumbles." And then, oh then, one lunges, bold as brass, thinking to topple him with a single blow. But in that flicker of a moment, the master moves. His clumsy shuffle turns to a dance. His weak frame coils like a spring, and with a strike swift as lightning, the braggart's flat on his back, gasping, while the old man stands calm as a stone. The fool, you see, was no fool at all, just a master wearing a mask, waiting for the world to underestimate him. That's the heart of it, my dears. The martial artist doesn't flaunt his skill till the time's ripe. He lets the enemy's arrogance build the trap, then springs it shut. And this ain't just a tale for fighters in courtyards. No, this wisdom weaves through every corner of life. If you've the eyes to spot it, take your daily doings, those little battles of words and wits. You're at a gathering, tongues wagging, folks vying to be the loudest, the cleverest. You could strut in, chest out, tossing sharp remarks like daggers. But what if, instead, you hang back, nod along, let a few clumsy words spill out? Oh, I ain't so quick with these things. While you watch, listen, learn, they'll think you're simple, harmless. And then, when the moment calls, you speak, a quiet word, but so sharp it cuts through the noise. Suddenly, they're all leaning in, wondering how they missed you. You've turned their dismissal into your throne. Or picture a job interview, eh? The room's stiff with suits and stern faces, everyone polished to a shine, rattling off their grand deeds. You could play that game, sure. But what if you ease in softer? A little fumble with your words, a shy smile. I'm just hoping to keep up, really. They relax, think you're no threat. Then, slow and steady, you let your skill peek through. A clever answer, a spark of insight. By the end, they're hooked. Not because you shouted, but because you surprised. The mask of the fool got you in the door. The master beneath sealed the deal. Negotiations now. There's a dance, if ever I saw one. You're bartering for a price, a deal, a future. The other side's all bluster, thinking they'll steamroll you. You play along, scratch your head. Well, I reckon I don't know much about this. And they push harder, get cocky, show their hand. Then you strike, calm and firm, with terms they never saw coming. They're left blinking, wondering how the bumbling sword outfoxed them. It's the same game, young ones. Let them underestimate you, and their own pride digs the pit they fall into. Even in the creative trades, painters, writers, dreamers of all stripes, this trick holds true. You don't unveil your masterpiece till the canvas is ready. You mumble, "Oh, it's just a little thing I'm fiddling with," while the work brews in secret. When it's done, jaws drop, not just at the art, but at the quiet soul, who hid such fire. The world loves a surprise, and the fool's mask delivers it. So, see it clear now, in every step you take, be it sparring with words, vying for work, striking a bargain, or crafting something grand. There's power in seeming less than you are. The martial master's lesson ain't just for fists. It's for life. Wear the mask. Let the world laugh. Then show them the truth when they least expect it. Now, young ones, let's dig a little deeper, down to the roots of this old trick. There's a name I give it, strategic naivety. A fancy way of saying you play the part of one who don't know, not because you're lost, but because you're hunting something greater. It's a choice, see? You step into a room, eyes wide, voice soft. Oh, I reckon I'm a bit green at this. And what happens? Folks loosen their tongues. They spill their secrets, their plans, their pride, thinking you're too simple to catch the thread. Or maybe they hold back their fists, their barbs, figuring you ain't worth the fight. Either way, you win. Not by force, but by letting them show you the map of their minds. This ain't trickery for trickery's sake, mind you. It's a tool, sharp as any blade, but it takes two old friends to wield it right. Humility and patience. Humility. Now, that's the soil it grows in. You can't pretend to be foolish if you're too proud to bend, too eager to prove yourself. It's the quiet man who knows his worth that can let the world think him small. And patience, oh, that's the water that keeps it alive. You don't rush the game, don't leap too soon. You wait, you watch, like a farmer tending a slow crop, knowing the harvest comes only when the time's ripe. Together, they turn this mask of foolishness into something more. A window, not just to fool the world, but to see it clearer than it sees itself. Let me set this straight, because I hear the question in your eyes. Ain't this just lying, old man? No, my dears. It's not about weaving falsehoods or playing the snake. It's about holding back a piece of yourself, letting others fill the silence with their own truth. The martial master don't fake his skill. He hides it till it's needed. The trader don't lie about his wares. He lets you think he's softer than he is. This is mastery, not malice. You're not deceiving to harm. You're stepping aside to learn, to sidestep the storm, to strike when the iron's hot. The fool's mask ain't a lie. It's a mirror, showing the world its own face. So how do you walk this path, you ask? How do you balance this game with the soul you carry? Here's the close of it, the ember I leave you with. Wear the mask when it serves, but never let it become your face. Be the master who stumbles till the moment calls, yet keep your heart true, your wisdom deep. Authenticity ain't loud. It don't need to shout. It's the quiet strength that lets you play the fool without losing yourself. Use this strategy not to trample but to rise. Rise with eyes that see farther, hands that build stronger, a spirit that knows the game but don't bend to its shadows. Go now, young ones. The world's a noisy place full of braggarts and bullies, all clamoring to be seen. But you can be the one who listens, who waits, who wears the fool's cloak till the curtain lifts. Deceive the world if you must, but never deceive yourself, for in that balance lies the truest mastery of all.